the basic components. So this case study is fine. Now let us understand the components. So the basic components in Salesforce are the objects, the fields, the tabs, the apps. Okay. So apps are the ones which are listed here. Tabs are here. Objects are in the backend, the database tables. I think I should have put it in a different order. Okay, apps and tabs are the user interface part of it. So as you can see here, the applications listed here and the tabs listed here, right? The objects and the fields are there. So objects and fields are, object basically refers to a table, database table in the backend. Field refers to the columns of those tables, right? So this is what you have, okay, overall. So when you look into the scenario that we were talking, campaigns is an object and there is a tab for the campaign in the front end, right? So this tab is just a connector or a button for connecting to that object. Like for campaign we have leads, we have, right? So all these are objects in the back end and we have tabs for them in the front end as well. So what we are going to do here is we will go ahead and create a simple app, okay, of our own, and we'll see how creating an app works. Okay. So let me take a very simple example and create an app where I want to track let's say I'm a recruiting company, or I am a company which is basically into hiring resources and all, or I am a general, a normal company and I have, I have a recruiting thing going on. I want to track the jobs and the candidates. So let us learn how to create this thing. So let's create an app for recruiting management. Okay, sales process we have seen. Let's go ahead and create an app for recruiting management. So it's very simple. You just need to go to setup. As I told you earlier, everything that you want to do on Salesforce will be from the setup menu. So go to setup. You need to go to create and then go to apps. First thing that we'll have to do is we'll have to create an app. So go to setup, create apps. Click on new. Select custom app, go to next. Okay, give a name here. Whatever, I mean, so put a label and a name. So label is something that appears there on the front end, whereas whereas a name is something which is used in the programming side, right? So just put a label and a name for it. Click on next. Just skip this step. Go to next. Okay. So while you're creating the app, you have to select which all tabs you want to put in the app. Okay, which all tabs you want to have in the app. So I do not want any of the tabs, existing tabs. So When we have got pre-installed apps, we have also got pre-installed tabs in this developer edition. Do you want to use any of these in your app? No, I don't want any of these tabs. You can simply go ahead and click on next. Make it visible. For the time being, you just make it visible on step 5 when it says assign to profile. You just make it visible to all and proceed. Don't do anything here. We will talk about this part later. Click on save. And your app is ready. Fine. So recruitment manager app we have just designed and it's ready to use. So if the app is ready, I'll get to see it in the list of the apps. Here all the apps are listed, including your pre-installed apps. This recruitment manager app is also available here, right? Okay, which means I should be able to see it in the apps drop down menu as well. Yes, it is there. So you can click on this recruitment manager app and it will show you the tabs which are under this. So we did not select any tab, so that is the reason why it only shows the home tab. Right? No other tab was selected.
Jeet, I have a question. Jeet, for example, let's say you have already one app is available. Just I want to go and clone that app. When I'm creating a new app, just I want to clone that existing app. Is there any way to do that?
Yes. So, I mean, let us create these apps and other things. You need to understand what exactly is there in an app. Okay. Then we will, see cloning an app includes what all things and all, right? Let us understand inside an app what all goes, right?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Jeet. This is Sonali. So I was not able to, see your screen as you were speaking. Your screen is way behind, it's pretty slow. By the time you are done speaking about creating and you might be completed, but I'm not able to see the screen yet. The screen is still not there yet. I do not know if others are facing the same.
1 minute. Yeah. So is that something that everyone is facing, or is that only Sonali is facing?
No, mine is fine. This is the Biksham.
Okay.
Jeet, I'm experiencing, even I'm facing that. I'm facing that, but it's not.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. One moment, huh? Hello, can you all hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So can you just confirm if the screen buffering is happening a little faster now? So Sonali, what screen you see now?
Right now you are onto the sales tab, sales app.
Right. So I think this time it's faster, a little faster, right? Okay. So that's good. Let
So
me
that way
do one
you
thing.
will go
I will do that.
You did?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So you need to go to setup and then from setup you will need to come to your create, go to apps.
Sorry, still the same. I still see your hand only on the setup while you have moved on to the app.
What about others? Everyone still is facing the same issue, or how is it?
This is the big shame. I do not have any issue with that.
Ramakrishna, what about you?
Even this is app. I'm okay. I'm okay with speed.
Okay. I think Sonali, maybe some problem with your internet buffering or something.
It's
is there a
pretty
way-
much, the network is pretty much on a high.
No, I mean, if that is an issue from my side, that is what I was trying to resolve. Others would also face it, right? Just see if you can, do something to, if you're not connected to the LAN or something, try and connect to that. Which screen are you now on? You are onto this apps screen?
Yeah, I am able to see the app screen.
Now do you see the new app screen?
No. Not yet. And my signal is pretty much good. So I don't understand what could be the issue. I mean, yesterday it was fine and quite some time back it was okay.
Okay, no problem. So there might be some issue with that part, but no worries because we have the recording here. So basically what we have to understand is we need to go to setup, create, and then click on new button. And from there it will, it's just a wizard. So it will take us through some screens. We just need to do one thing here. We just need to do a small thing here, that is mention only the label and name of the app, rest whatever comes, click on next, your app will get created, right? So what are the other things which are the part of app creation, we will get into those aspects, profiles and all those things, we will talk about those later. So as of now we are just going to create the app. So this app is done, we are fine with it. Now if we come into this recruitment manager app, we can go ahead and create objects for this, right? So the first object that I need for this recruitment manager is to track all the jobs. Okay, so for tracking the job, we'll create an object. How do you create an object? Go to setup, go to create objects. This time you will not go to apps, this time you will go to objects. Click on new custom object, give it a name, jobs, scroll down, okay. Don't make any changes anywhere, click on save. Okay, just give a name, second name and click on save. The moment you click on save, the object is created. Object is what? It is the table in the backend. So once your object is created here, what happens? You are able to see, it takes you to the screen where you can see the details of the object. Sonali, are you on the screen? Custom object job detail screen?
Yeah, now.
Now you are on this? Okay. So see, whenever you try and create an object on Salesforce, by default it creates 4 standard fields. Okay, what is the standard and custom thing? Standard is what Salesforce provides. This standard and custom is something that we will use a lot. Fine, so you need to have these two terminologies in mind. Very simple, standard is something which has been created by Salesforce. Why are they calling it standard? because those are standard for everyone. What Salesforce has provided, like account object, that is standard for you and me. But this job object, this is a custom one because I have created, you do not have, right? You may or may not have. So that is the thing. So standard is something which Salesforce has provided, custom is what we create. So by default, you see 4 standard fields on the object. Any object you create, it will by default have 4 standard fields. What 4 standard fields will be there? Anytime you create an object, 4 standard fields are there. What are those? Created by, last modified by, owner, and name. See this? Created by, name, last modified by, owner. These 4 fields will be there. In addition to these fields, if you want any other fields, you can go ahead and create them as custom fields. So these standard fields will be there for everyone. Whoever goes and creates any custom object, these 4 standard fields are going to be there. Whatever you need apart from this, you can go ahead and create that. Let's say you want to create in the job application, 4 fields are by default there. Last modified by, owner, and name. So if there is a description of the job or job description, and if you have some other field, let's say skill required for the job, okay, that's it. So these 4 fields are by default there. These 2 fields you'll have to create custom. Fine. So how do you create? Same thing, same way. Custom field, new. Click on new custom field. I want to create a field for job description. So for job description, what data type I need? You'll have to go ahead and select which data type you need for that. Okay. Scroll down and select the right data type for it. Okay. For example, text area. The text area will allow you to put up to 255 characters. That's fine. Click on next. You could have also taken a text area long. Let me take text area long. So whatever data types are here, you have the those defined in the right hand side. Text area is 255 characters. Text area long is these many characters. So you can just go and read the one and select the exact thing that you need. Let's say I need a text area long for job description. What will be the length of it? You can define. Put the label and name for the field. Click on next. Make it visible, go to next. Save it. So the job description field is done. Now I need one more field, which is the skills required for the job. So let's say that I want to have a pick list there. Let's say this is the pick list field. These are the values that you want in the drop down. Click on next. Make it visible for the entire thing. Just click on this visible for now. Click on next. Go ahead and save it. So we have created this object and we have created 2 custom fields. 4 standard fields were automatically created by Salesforce. So these 6 fields are there. So this object now has 6 columns. Okay, that's fine. Now the object has been created in the backend, but I don't see any connector. Okay, so it's more like you are having a light, but you do not have a switch to the light. So how do you operate with it? Right. So the object that you have created has got into the backend. Now you need a tab here to connect to that. How do you bring in that tab? Very simple. Go to setup, create. This time click on create tabs. Okay. Say new custom object tab. There's an option called custom object tab. Click on new. Select the object for which you want to create the tab. You want to create a tab for job object. Click on this. Select the tab style. Tab style is basically a combination of an icon and a color. You can select whatever you want and go to next. This step you can skip, don't do anything here. Go to next. Okay, now while creating the tab, it asks you a question. Under which all apps you want to see this tab, right? So you just want to see it under the recruitment manager. If you want to see the same tab under some other app also, you should select that app as well. But I just want to see this tab under recruitment manager. So this is done. Click on save. Got this? Now you see your tab has appeared here on the recruitment manager app. Fine. So home tab is default. It will be there in all the apps that you have. And apart from home tab, if you want to allow some standard tabs here, you can call them, or you just create your own tabs. So this recruitment manager, first object and the first tab that we have created. Right.